to Wicked Shizuku's Reviews, bringing you a southern perspective on books, movies, music, and much, much more. Stick around for a while, you just might hear something wicked. Hello again, friends. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. So, this is episode 10, and that's a Friday read. And this is a makeup. Again, I'm always making up, right? Sorry about that, because I had some family stuff happen, and they needed me. So, when we left off on our last Friday read, we were in the new book of Etiquette. And we were in section 2, an outline of etiquette and its true meaning. In the popular mind, etiquette is associated with petty rules and regulations, with trivial matters of conduct and behavior. But fundamentally, etiquette goes much deeper than the mere surface conformity to established rules and conventions. It is very much broader than any code of manners alone could be. Etiquette is something that has developed with and through human association. Like society, it is a growth. And like all the great and important things in life, its growth has been slow. Our etiquette rests upon a foundation built for us by the countless generations that have gone before. The broad path that mankind has taken in the long ages of life is strewn with the wrecks of races, nations, and civilizations that have fallen by the way. But no primitive tribe struggling against the forces of nature, no race or civilization that has lived its brief span, has lived in vain. Each has contributed in some measure to the etiquette that we today accept as our own, though we have shaped and molded it to suit our own requirements. When man began for the first time to mingle with his fellows, he discovered the need for restraining his own selfish impulses and considering the rights of others. This regard for the rights of others is the primary and basic law of etiquette. It explains the constant need for self-control and restraint in living up to the accepted code of social life. Etiquette, therefore, in its broader and truer sense, does not concern itself with the mere details of conduct, but rather with the flowering of that instinct for peace and good fellowship that was born and bred in the soul of man long ages ago. However, etiquette has gradually come to mean, more than anything else, the usages of social life, the external acts bearing upon others, the little concessions and sacrifices to the whims, habits, and customs of those around us. and I shall leave off there on the Book of Etiquette today. The next section shall be the origin of manners. So look forward to that. And we shall continue on with the Comedy of Errors by William Shakespeare. And I'm going to chat for a bit with some housekeeping. But first, before we go to William Shakespeare, I'm going to take a little break real quick. And I shall be right back. Hello, I am back. So, here is my copy and version of William Shakespeare that I'm reading for everybody that just wanted a reference from that to know what version I'm reading from. It is a large volume that was, I think it was printed in the 90s. Gramercy Books, New York. And this was copyrighted in 2002. Let's see. 2002. So when you want a citation, this is the number that's printing this right here. I'm citing a book. Oh. No, let me find a piece of paper so I can give you an example real quick. Okay. I'll help you guys study for Shakespeare. Okay. Say you want to do, like, I don't know, Hamlet. Right? Got Hamlet. Okay? You want to do, I don't know, Act 3. And Scene 2. Sorry, I don't have a built-in spell check. Scene 2. Okay? And line 7. There you go. Okay, how you would write that in citation mode is that you're going to want these brackets right here. Okay? And you would do 3, period, 2, period, and 7. And then like this, an end bracket. Okay? And that, I don't even know what I pulled up right there. It's Hamlet. I'm sure it's going to be wretched. I'm not looking. So, anyhow, this is how you're going to write a citation when referencing something by Shakespeare. And that's how it's identifiable. Okay? So, now that that's done and over with, hopefully that'll help somebody with some sort of, right. Hopefully it'll help some college kid out there to be able to, cite their Shakespeare correctly. Or be able to, take that paper right over the edge. Since I was an A student before the VA yanked the rug out from under me. Woohoo! Not. Okay, anyways, we were in the Comedy of Errors the last time, and let's see. Let's see. I believe it was Aegean and the Duke of Ephesus. Yes. A public place. Scene 2. Enter Antipholus and Dromio of Syracuse, and a merchant. Merchant. Therefore, give out you are of Epidamnum, lest that your goods too soon be confiscate. This very day a Syracusan merchant is apprehended for arrival here, and, not being able to buy out his life according to the statute of the town, dies ere the weary sun set in the west. There is your money that I had to keep. Antipholus. Go bear it to the centaur where we host, and stay there, Dromio, till I come to thee. Within this hour it will be dinner time. Till that, I'll view the manners of the town, peruse the traders, gaze upon the buildings, and then return and sleep within mine inn. For with long travel I am stiff and weary. Get thee away. Dromio. Many a man would take you at your word, and go indeed, having so good a mean. Exit Dromio. Let's see. Trusty villain, sir, that very oft, when I am dull with care and melancholy, lightens my humour with his merry jests. What will you walk with me about the town, and then go to my inn and dine with me? Merchant. I am invited, sir, to certain merchants of whom I hope to make such benefit. I crave your pardon. Soon at 5 o'clock. Please you, I'll meet with you upon the mark, and afterwards consort you until bedtime. My present business calls me from you now. Antipholus. Farewell till then. I will go lose myself and wander up and down to view the city. Merchant. Sir, I commend you to your own content. Exit merchant. Antipholus. He that commends me to mine own content commends me to the thing I cannot get. I to the world am like a drop of water that in the ocean seeks another drop, who, falling there with his to find his fellow forth, unseen, inquisitive, confounds himself. So I, to find a mother and a brother, in quest of them unhappy, lose myself. Enter Dromio of Ephesus. Here comes the almanac of my true date. What now? How chance thou art returned so soon? Too late. Dromio of Ephesus. Return so soon. I rather approach too late. The capon burns, the pig falls from the spit. The clock hath strucken 12 upon the bell. My mistress made it one upon my cheek. She is so hot because the meat is cold. The meat is cold because you come not home. You come not home because you have no stomach. You have no stomach, having broke your fast. But we that know what 'tis to fast and pray are penitent for your default today. Antipholus of Syracuse, stop in your wind, sir. Tell me this, I pray. Where have you left the money I gave you? Dromio of Ephesus. Oh, 6 pence that I had a Wednesday last, to pay the saddler for my mistress's crupper. The saddler had it, sir. I kept it not. Antipholus of Syracuse, I am not in a sportive humor now. Tell me, and dally not, where is the money? We being strangers here, how darest thou trust so great a charge from with thine own custody? Dromio of Ephesus, I pray you just, sir, as you sit at dinner. I from my mistress come to you in post, for she will score your fault upon my pate. Methinks your maul, like mine, should be your clock, and strike you home without a messenger. Antipholus of Syracuse. Come, Dromio, come, these jests are out of season. Reserve them till a merrier hour than this. Where is the gold I gave in charge to thee? Dromio of Ephesus. To me, sir? Why, you gave no gold to me. Antipholus of Syracuse. Come on, sir knave, have once done your foolishness, and tell me how that thou hast disposed thy charge. Dromio of Ephesus. My charge but was to fetch you from the mart home to your house, the Phoenix, sir, to dinner. My mistress and her sister stay for you. Antipholus of Syracuse. Now, as I am a Christian, answer me, in what safe place have you bestowed my money? Or I shall break that merry sconce of yours that stands on tricks when I am undisposed. Where is the 1,000 marks thou hast of me, Dromio of Ephesus? I have some marks of yours upon my pate, some of my mistress's marks upon my shoulders, but not 1,000 marks between you both. If I should pay your worship those again, perchance you will not bear them patiently. Antipholus of Syracuse. Thy mistress's marks? What mistress, slave, hast thou? Dromio of Ephesus. Your worship's wife, thy mistress at the Phoenix. She that does fast till you come home to dinner, and prays that you will hie to your home to dinner. Antipholus of Syracuse. What wilt thou flout me thus unto my face, being forbid? There, take that, sir knave. Dromio of Ephesus. What mean you, sir, for God's sake? Hold your hands. Nay, and you will not, sir. I'll take my heels. Exit Dromio of Ephesus. Antipholus of Syracuse. Upon my life, by some device or other, the villain is not o'erwrought of my money, of all my money. They say this town is full of cozenage, as nimble jugglers that deceive the eye. dark working sorcerers that change the mind, soul killing witches that deform the body, disguised cheaters, prating mountebanks, and many such like liberties of sin. If it proves so, I will be gone the sooner. I'll to the centaur, go seek this slave. I greatly fear my money is not safe. Exit. So, we will take another break and be right back. Okay, everyone, welcome back. Thank you for sticking with me for so long. So once the first gets here around every month, I will be able to go live and be able to do a little bit more with the videos and everything. I'll be able to go back to Twitch once the first comes around. Not sure when this is exactly going to be uploaded, but this is going to be one of your Friday reads. And once I am able to get all of the medical stuff, I will be able to regularly come back to you every day and read to you more as recovery goes after surgery and everything. So what exactly is wrong with me? In so many words, I don't have a gallbladder. I don't have an appendix or a spleen. Okay? And all of those surgeries combined made a great big umbilical hernia at the scar, at the incision and everything. So what's happening is that my guts are trying to push out of one of the old scars. It's been quite the nightmare because I've been waiting and waiting to be able to be approved for Medicaid since my husband is only a student as well at JSU, pursuing an engineer degree, and he stopped working at Walmart when the pandemic lockdowns happened, and we've been trying to get Alabama Medicaid ever since, so that's how long it took. And to be able to do that, we had to go through 2 denials, and then our kids guidance counselor was able to get our Medicaid pushed through after almost 2.5 years of trying to get it ourselves. So yeah, thanks, Alabama Medicaid. Good job. The disability process is just as ridiculous. Just saying. But moving on from that, we had another loss to the family. My husband's brother-in-law passed away. We're not my brother-in-law, my husband's brother passed away. He hadn't seen him since he was a young child. So he's kind of a little blank. He feels bad, but at the same time it's a really strange and awkward situation because I've never even met his brother, and I've been married to him for almost 20 years next year, and I've never met his brother. Also, my mother-in-law went into the hospital, and really worried about her. And that's pretty much an update of everything that's been going on for the last week or so. You know, since I brought you in the last update. I really cannot think of any updates for you guys. Other than just stay safe and be kind to everyone that you come across, because they just might be having just as crummy of a time as you would be. The world has been pretty nutty. And if possible, really hope that going into this holiday season, that people really do reflect and that they really do seek forgiveness and offer sincere repentance to those they've wronged, and for those that have been wronged to grant forgiveness. Also, those that have done wrong, know that you need to serve your time honestly and fairly, and without grumbling, and learn from what you did. Fix it one day at a time, rain or shine. All of you do have a good week. And I shall see you again. And we shall learn more about plants. We'll have another Scottish fairy tale. What Thomas Jefferson said in his first inaugural address. and we'll find out a little bit more about what Ovid advised for newly young married men.